Hey guys, it's Iz.
Hey guys, it's Naj.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, V.
And today we're here with Legacies Season 3, Episode 6 discussion. This episode will...
Okay, I have to say one thing about this. I need to shout out to Fur and Pia. You guys are incredible and amazing, and I love you, and you know what you did, and I just wanted to say thank you.
We're, we're coming here, just rambling our thoughts out because a lot of shit happened.
Yeah.
So we're ready. So, want to start first?
We can talk about the new students first.
Yeah, I thought that Gunther was going to be a bigger part, actually. Like, I thought that he was going to be a bigger... Yeah, I thought he was going to be, like, more... I thought he was going to be one of the students, actually, and then build up his vendetta against her. But clearly not.
He's got to be coming back because they wouldn't just, like, introduce this whole, like, blood pact, blah, 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 whatever, if he's not going to come back.
He has to at this point, because the way he mentioned it and the way, like, that's probably going to be a lyrics line. His whole, like, storyline.
Yeah, well, because I know that there's more Germans coming up in one of the episodes or whatever. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be more of him.
Yeah. We'll to see when he comes back.
Now, Cleo.
Oh my God, I love her.
I'm in love with her.
I love her so
I
much.
fucking love her.
She is amazing.
She's immaculate. I love her so much.
Hateful. Listen, she was able to help Hope faster than anyone was able to.
She saw it.
One word, like one sentence, she was like already, like Hope was already like, oh my gosh.
Like,
That's because she cared about Hope. The others just be like, I want Hope to do this for me. That's the only thing they go for her.
That's the thing.
No one cared. Like,
no one else cares that she's mourning. No one cares that Hope's upset. No one sees it. No one ever. They're all too busy and selfish.
She was okay. No one asked if she was okay. Okay, just Cleo.
Low-key, Lizzie
was the only one who went
Lizzie
to like, "Are you okay?" She was the only one.
Lizzie literally compared losing love of somebody's life to waiting till late to realize your crush.
No words.
No words. And this has been 3 weeks, which means that in these 3 to 4 weeks, no one has actually given a shit. Like,
no one's.
She hasn't changed. She's been still in this phone.
Hope's the only one mourning Landon.
Literally. Everybody else is moving on.
Like, he doesn't matter.
It's like he didn't exist. Like, it's like he doesn't.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That is
okay.
And the Josie tried to take him off the fucking list.
Josie dated him, wanted to be his friend, was like heartbroken over him choosing Hope, and was pissed off at Hope about it, and then goes and fucks off to another school and doesn't have one thought whatsoever towards Landon or I don't know, the fact that Hope was hurting. Aren't they supposed to be friends? I mean, isn't that what everyone says?
No one seemed to care.
No one
did care. They had the fucking audacity to tell her to give a fucking school tour. Like, you don't see her flickering lights.
Cleo gave a damn about that. About
Hope. She didn't
even know Hope.
Yeah.
She could see Hope, but she gave more.
She can see that Hope was hurting.
Cleo been here for 5 minutes and literally broke down so many fucking barriers that no one else has touched.
Yeah.
She literally didn't even go that far into asking what happened. She said, what do you see in that painting? And that's what helped Hope.
And the thing is,
no one do that?
She didn't even say to Hope, you have to move past this. She just said you took the first step.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Exactly. These people want Hope to fucking become completely paralyzed to this whole thing. Y'all didn't see how she was when her parents died? For 2 years she wasn't talking. That really means that nobody gives a shit about Hope at all. They just think of her as caring, as somebody that just want to save the damn day. It's not.
And they want her to be the big person, and they feel like it's at the point where it's like Hope, like they expect only Hope to be this, person who has her own feelings. That she has, like, she's to hide her own feelings within herself. But she just lost her fucking boyfriend.
She just lost her boyfriend who she went
it's no wonder it's literally no wonder why she locked herself up for 2 years, because who the hell cares?
No one cares. They literally threw her into a fucking. Everybody tried to compare their personal problems to hers. Y'all still have people that's alive.
I liked the Josie and Finch scenes this season, like this episode. Like I thought, like honestly, we'll talk about it later, but their talk at the end was probably one of my favorite scenes of the entire episode. But I agree. At this point, like nobody but Cleo, who doesn't even know Hope, gives a damn about her or what she's feeling or how she's grieving. Especially, and I hate to say this, especially the twins, who are supposed to be her friends.
Lizzie said that she wanted Hope to help her with the student tour. But then ended up leaving with her dad, which meant that she didn't have somebody to like calm her down. She had Caleb. Caleb ended up leaving to Boo Love. MG said, fuck this. And Jed is out here, I don't know what the fuck. And I don't even know where Wade went. So y'all like Hope.
Yeah, and Wade.
A ticking time bomb. And Caleb knew that she was a ticking time bomb. And
Wade is supposed to be Landon's friend, and he's not mourning him at all.
No, he's talking about something. Let's play some fucking D&D. Let's read some books. It's like 3 weeks is all it took for Landon to just be easily out of your mind.
Okay, Lizzie, I love Lizzie. You guys know how much I love Lizzie. But she was more sympathetic to Hope in 205 when Landon and Josie were supposed to sleep together than she is right now with Landon supposedly dead.
It's like she only cares if Josie is somehow in the center of it. She cares about Josie going off to another school when she just said she was fine. So what was the point of that arc of her realizing it was fine just to her to just complain about it now? Like she just had an arc about, oh well, I'm happy that Josie's going to school. I can do this, and then suddenly I feel like the writers don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I just feel like
I feel like they're letting their okay, I don't know. It's just the way that they're making it seem like Landon just doesn't matter. And that's what frustrates me the most is he does matter, and they're letting opinions bleed into their writing and soil what should be a good episode. And don't get me wrong, I liked the episode, and these are just my opinions, but it just feels like there's a lot of lines in or actions in an episode that feel very inorganic.
Yeah, I feel like there's certain things that people wouldn't have did or say. The fact that people in this damn school lost a lot of people. They lost people. MG lost his family. Lizzie and Josie lost their mom. Everybody. Look, Jed had to kill someone to obviously trigger his vampire curse. So people know what death means, and just like feeling this pain. So why the fuck is no one correlating it with Hope now?
But they knew how much Landon meant to Hope, and it's just like
they don't care at all.
They don't.
They expect Hope to be this big person who will push her feelings aside because it's what she's done from the beginning. And when the one time she finally decides, she's like, I'm not putting my feelings before something else, or I'm not putting something else before my feelings, they automatically think she's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense. It's like she's literally grieving. She literally had so much trouble this episode controlling her magic, and Lizzie saw it, and the only thing she says to her is, do you need to go scream in the woods again?
No words.
It's just, I feel
and the icing on the cake is, I knew how I felt, and I realized that, I understand, seeing MG and Alyssa, it's totally understandable.
Yeah.
What?
It's like only
what? You're going to
say,
compare that to Hope just having her first time and losing him in the same breath. You're going to talk about that over a crush?
Makes no sense.
You're killing me. Y'all killing me.
We can think about that scene that Hope told Landon, like, you from all people know what this does to me. Like, he's the only person who understands her in that school.
Literally. And now Cleo. Clearly.
And now Cleo.
Okay, but
Cleo saw her for like 2 seconds. She knew
Cleo
she was
knew.
okay.
Once they tried to lie to that it was a magic test for protection.
So now that Cleo's there, is Hope just done mourning? Like, are they
No,
just
I don't
moving
think
past
so.
that now?
That's what I feel
They're
like.
gonna she's gonna be dealing with her feelings next episode too.
That's what I feel like.
Because
I
like
feel like
episode 8, she does something controversial or whatever the synopsis was, that she does something that puts others at risk or whatever. So it makes me think that she does eventually find out that Landon is alive.
Yeah, like
But like,
TJ talks about MEG finding out the letter and hiding for everyone because
Well,
he's
oh,
gonna
that's what I
betray
was gonna say
them
because I
next
think
episode.
I'm gonna bring it up. We can talk about the letter that Landon wrote at the end later. But like the letter, I think MG is gonna find that letter and not tell
He's
anybody.
gonna hide it.
but
And
it's in
Yeah.
the prison world. So how does it?
No, but like if you like remember when Bonnie got stuck in the prison world, she put the bear the and
And
then
then
we'll find
yeah.
it. So the letter is
and
probably
it flew
in the
away.
side. Yeah.
it flew away. That's the thing I was looking at. I was like, it flew away. Ooh, if he had
Someone's
that,
gonna find it.
I'm gonna leave because they're gonna probably be like, oh, well, Hope is kind of moving on. Like, Cleo was
Yeah.
helping her out.
But why
I don't
would
want to give her
MG?
hope.
But why would MG hide the letter though?
Because he's
He
not
wants to
getting
be-
his whole arc about not giving, putting himself first. Maybe like,
He's trying to
Yeah.
be an independent person. So maybe he's trying to figure out. He's like, oh, maybe I can do this
On
on
his home. Yeah. And
So
not
it's not
like
that he's just gonna forget Landon. He's just gonna try to do it on his own.
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I can only
He helps Alyssa next episode for something. So what if he finds a letter and goes to Alyssa for help?
He helps her.
Yeah,
doesn't
listen
it-
to the next episode.
Yeah, because in the synopsis it says that he helps Alyssa, or maybe is that episode 8 that he helps Alyssa with something?
No, I thought the synopsis only say about him doing something that will make everyone.
Because I think a synopsis of 7 says that he does something with Alyssa, or he teams up with Alyssa or something.
It don't make no damn sense. Well, maybe it was because since she's a prison world expert,
Yeah.
she made a prison world, and she also
Is that the same prison world that Maliver was sent to, that the 3 of them had made when him and Hope got sent to it?
I think that is
Yeah.
because
think
He saw the fire.
because everything was
Okay.
in fire, and that's what the same one that when MG went with Alyssa, he saw the gargoyle and it was like all the fire and the dumpsters. Yeah,
I know we're kind of jumping, but like okay, so
That's
we thought
okay.
we weren't going to get any new Landon, and we actually got new Landon.
I
Listen,
see what they did.
Half
They
episode.
did that. They made
They
us
keep
think
it for
3 weeks.
spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah, they thought us.
I didn't
Oh,
think we
people
were
must be
gonna
so mad.
I thought we were just gonna get flashbacks, and we got Landon.
But did we get a flashback where he literally said something that was brand new that we didn't?
Yes, during
Yeah.
the kiss on the bed, he was like, "I'm never gonna forget this moment" or whatever he said.
Yeah. I'll remember this moment forever, he said.
Well,
What if
also-
it is
it
about
also got me-
the first time and you're gonna see it somehow in the future?
I just want to know how Hope's gonna find out that he's still alive. Like that's my biggest thing is.
Nah, she's gonna
'Cause-
feel so guilty.
And the other thing is she actually moved on? Because they have this habit of like, I mean, they don't make her grieve in the way that she should. You know what like they just jump from one episode to the next where it's like, oh, she's totally, mind you, did we see Hope in the promo? I don't think Hope was in the promo, was she?
No,
Yeah,
but
she
like
was.
she-
She was
She
there.
was
yeah,
Yeah, she was
she's
there.
with
Without,
you.
for like 2
Please
seconds.
helping her
Was
to
like,
deal with her emotions. She's
Yeah.
still dealing with her emotions.
But I feel like she might like the leprechaun might do something to her emotions because everybody's worrying about selling and greed or something like that. So it might change her emotions for that episode.
so like we're really not getting Handon for like
3 episodes.
Please.
2
I'm
episodes.
okay. I'm
She's back in
not
the 8.
worried
I'm
because
not.
Danielle's live really made me like be really excited for Handon
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah,
So like,
no worry.
And also,
and it also for the reunion kiss.
and also it makes sense with like this is how we say her emotions all over the place because even Danielle's like she don't know what fucking emotions Hope gonna go through the next episod. So at this point, I just feel like they might just butcher how she feels with overall.
And the other thing too is if Landon, when he had those cuffs on, and the only way they came off is if you do something that you would never do, and he literally beat the necromancer to death, which is something that he wouldn't do. So, which unlocked the shackles. So does that mean when he's in the prison world, there's monsters and stuff in there? Is he going to be learning more about his powers and getting stronger?
Yes.
We gonna feast.
Yes.
That's what I saw. I saw
Badass
that.
I love
edit coming.
I saw the-
seeing Landon kick
I
necromancer's ass was so satisfying. Like he having him,
yes.
let him do it.
It was sexy.
Listen, when he necromancer, it was flowing through me. Like I thought he was gonna kill him, and I was like working. But
Landon was beating up all of his haters. That's what the necromancer was.
listen,
Period.
Landon said, "You're not gonna disrespect me no fucking more." He talking about some. You can't do anything like it's. We say he said win at all costs, something like that. Yeah, he went at all costs and beat that ass. Did he not? Necromancer, he beat your ass, didn't he? I thought Necromancer was dead. Okay. I was like, oh shit, he did, but no.
I'm sure he'll be back, obviously, because
I thought he was gone until I saw that fucking ice cream store. I got so mad. I was like,
don't even get fucking started about the ice cream place.
Don't even get me fucking started because Landon was looking very hot drinking his milkshake.
He was looking so good. Okay, was that a peanut butter milkshake?
I don't think so. I think it was, could have been, but like
he was leaning against the little thing in the back, like he was like had his arm. I was like, oh.
He looked so good in that episode. Arya
playing with the Hope's necklace.
Oh yeah, when he was like flipping it around on his hand.
Wait, when did he do that? Oh, I was focusing on his face.
Nah, he was doing that. I noticed that. I was like, this man can't do no wrong.
The way he was holding to the necklace for his dear life, like
he was right here holding it like it was his anchor.
Okay, can we talk about the fact that people say that Landon is useless, and yet who the fuck figured out how to get out?
He solved everything in his bitch.
Who exactly?
No
the Necromancer's all like, oh, you just sit here and wait for someone else to save you. Okay, bitch, who the fuck figured it out? Who figured it out that you had to sing to get the shackles off? Who the hell figured out the key?
Exactly.
You were gonna lay there and wait for fucking Malivore to open a door.
Exactly. And you've been in that bitch for how longer than Landon? Shut the fuck up.
So you know what? All of Landon's haters can sit the fuck down.
Ooh-wee.
Period. Robyn is going off today.
I have had a stressful day, and then I got home and I didn't have the episode, and I had a complete fucking meltdown. Okay, so
listen, no, truly, dead ass. Like I was fucking tired. I'm tired of like this Landon slander. He did his thing today, and when he beat that ass, I can't wait for him to beat some ass in real life. Okay,
I can't wait for him to get stronger. Exactly.
I can't wait for him to fully be activated so I can literally talk my shit.
Landon Antes can walk out the door. Go.
I truly.
I was talking about Landon when he put the.
I started to actually tear up. That's probably what got me the most, besides like the Hope stuff, was that when he put that shit on, I don't know what broke me, but it broke me. The camera broke my back. I was like,
and it was like falling over his heart.
Oh my god, he was like putting it on like it was a fucking cape.
Nah, the way he say like he's not waiting for no one to get him out. He's gonna
fight for himself. Yeah, literally, I was like, it's about damn time.
I was like, to be honest, I was like, thank you, because when he comes back, no one can say that he's doing it himself, which means I'm hoping that this is the time that Landon will start doing things his own way.
He's gonna be a guy that always fights to find his way back.
Yes, we've always done that.
Oh, he's gonna fight to always. Sorry, Vic, go ahead.
No, Landon is getting his growth on the universe, and then Hope is learning how to deal with her emotions. So when they get together again, they're gonna be so much mature.
That's what Danielle said. Danielle said she's excited that they're growing up.
Danielle, now it's clicking. Thank you, Danielle.
She said that it's gonna be about fucking time. That needs to be at the same
They're gonna face some real shit.
At the same place.
But didn't Brett say they were gonna get on the same page and then they were gonna grow closer than ever? Yes. And I don't think that was about the first 4 episodes. I don't think that was about the sex scene at all. I think that's legitimately about like actual season 3.
It's this.
Power couple incoming.
Oh, it was a good episode.
It was. So much happening.
Okay. About Finzi? Yes.
Oh my god.
Cute.
Okay. This scene with the locker, that she decorated her locker, I was like, oh my god, they're so cute.
That was really cute that she did that. Like yeah. And even like the chemistry scene where they were like flirting and then joking and then like Josie ran away, but still like the little scene between the two of them was so cute because she was like, well, it depends on what the what was the benefits of are or whatever.
I was like, to be honest, I kind of like Josie's storyline at Salvatore School. I mean, Salvatore at Mystic Falls because first of all, Ethan and Finch both connect with Josie on that level, and
Yeah.
so she obviously has somebody that can help her. And I honestly do hope she gets to Mystic Falls like a little bit longer because I want her to develop as a person. You saw how fast she was about to go back to the Salvatore School, and like I was like, no, I hope she don't go back. Like this is about her. And at this time right now, this whole episode reminded me of season one when Hope basically wished for Hope. I mean, when Lizzie hoped that Hope was never there, it kind of gave me that feeling of like the school is crashing down and like, oh, Hope is the only thing that can save it. Like, oh, Hope, help! Like it was kind of like that for me. I was just like, listen, no, those do not need to come back and see that their school is shutting down like this. So I'm happy that Ethan and Finch was able to talk to
Yeah,
her.
I really loved. Believe it or not, I really loved the scene between Ethan and Josie. That was like, I wasn't really expecting it. I wasn't expecting him to be in the episode at all. But you know, he basically that's the one thing they bond over is the fact that they're both away from their families. And I feel like I'm actually kind of excited for that friendship to see where it goes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it at all, to be honest.
that was really cute between the two of them. It was very like almost big brother like that he was kind of like taking her like it's like Josie is like his surrogate Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the friendship.
Yeah, when he was talking to her, I was like, oh shit, like, really gonna get this? Like, I didn't expect for him to actually be like that, but you know?
And then
Yeah.
the scene at the end, we learned that Finch is emancipated from her family.
Oh.
I was like, the fact that they're bringing that into this story, like I was not expecting that, like at all. You know, she's been by herself since she was 14.
Yeah.
What is she now, like 17? 17?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah. Like, when they said that, I was like, oh, it makes sense. Just like from what we've known about her, what we've learned about her, and you know, her being like kind of kept to herself, it makes sense. And I don't know. I just
It's funny because people were saying that Cleo and Finch were sisters, but it's not true.
Somebody said that?
They're not sisters. Yeah, because predictions are that Finch is going to be the one to hurt Josie because of something, and they're connecting it to Cleo because of what Cleo is, and like, anyways, you know, straws, the reaching.
Yeah, that ending scene was that scene between Finch and Josie was just probably one of my favorites. It was just so pure, the way that they were talking with each other.
Yeah, and the thing is that like even like Finch, she's feeling Josie too. She said, I'm sorry if I came across strong. And I was like, that's strong? Because you need to go harder.
She was even straightforward with it. She was like, you know, I'm sorry. So basically, I'm sorry for flirting. I'm sorry for the locker.
Yeah,
Don't be sorry for flirting.
I'm like, don't, please, sis.
Sorry.
They said, oh, that's flirting? Okay. See what you want to do? It is what it is. I mean, listen, come on, Finch, give us more. Come on, Finch, give us more.
I do have a theory, if you guys wanted to hear it.
Yes.
So, one of the new characters, her name's Gabby, right? It's Wade's friend. A while ago, Kaylee released a playlist, and there was a song on the playlist called Gabby. Gabby knows Penelope.
Yeah, why did Lizzie just brushed right past that mention? She didn't even say like, wait, how do you know Penelope or anything like that? Who is Gabby to Penelope? Is she a younger sister? Who is she?
Why would Kaylee put a song on her playlist to describe Josie this season with the song named Gabby if they weren't going to bring Penelope back at some point? Because she literally said, Gabby goes, Penelope said the best part of this school is your sister.
So who is Gabby?
Josie and Finch are going to get close, and Penelope's going to come back.
Is Gabby like her cousin or her sister, or who is she?
She's just a friend.
She's a little young.
Why would they say it? At this point, I would love that. Can you imagine like Finch and Josie just getting close to each other, and then like there's a knock on the door and they open the door and Penelope's right there.
Don't.
I don't know. I really like Finch and Josie though.
I'm stressing out about it. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know.
Okay, where did the rose come in?
What? Come in?
The rose.
Was it when
Oh, I
Kaylee was
don't
trying to
know.
finesse? I don't think it was a rose. I don't.
Because Kaylee tweeted a rose.
Well, wasn't there a rose in the locker?
Was there a rose in the locker?
I thought I saw a rose in the locker.
I mean, it was so dark. I barely even got it. Matter of fact, I will look on while we're doing that. I will look right now. I don't think I saw anything. I just saw the damn confetti. I didn't think there was anything else there.
I you know what, like I said, I've just been kind of stressed today. So I have to do a rewatch because I don't think that I was able to watch it as closely as I normally do, just enough that, you know, like we can come on here and we can chat. I know I'm going to be coming up with more things after I rewatch it a few dozen times. You know, the thing is, it was a really good episode. I did enjoy the episode. I loved the Landon parts. I thought all the Landon stuff was awesome. And the flashbacks.
No.
In the hallway,
Rolling
The
hallway,
hallway.
he turns around and he smiles at her.
Yeah.
Take me out.
Her face.
And
looks
the
like-
flashback, okay, they didn't give us a flashback to the nose kiss, which I'll forgive them for that, because they did give us a flashback to the musical,
flying
and
kiss.
also they gave us a new line. Oh, and the flying kiss.
And the I love you, Hope Michelson.
And then I love, see, didn't I tell you it was, you know, but okay, the flashbacks.
I was crying, like, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I cried. I literally, the first time I cried was 2 minutes into the episode where Hope was with the clear canvas, and then it goes to the freaking the soulmate kiss or whatever we're gonna call it at this point. I literally was like, really? 2 minutes in?
They did is put that in our faces soon as it started, and then I was supposed to just watch her like literally lose it this whole fucking episode. Oh my god.
Like she was trying to paint and she couldn't paint. And then like, the painting that she made when she like threw all those things though, that Cleo made her look at, that was actually really pretty. It was a really nice painting.
I'm like, damn, she in the booth still?
Yeah, so it was really nice, but like, who knew they had an art room at the school? Because Hope always painted in her own room. That wasn't her room. That was like an art room. And Cleo said that she did sculptures more than anything. So I bet you that's going to come into play eventually.
Yeah.
But like,
They might.
I just, like, I'm still stuck on, I wish that they had shown Hope grieving more. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think she
Like-
still will.
Yeah, I think she still will. That's why I'm not hanging on this episode a lot.
Yeah,
that was
okay.
right.
They are focusing more on the school going to.
Okay, what about Lizzie being kind of low-key jealous that Hope and Cleo were getting along, and she brought her like ice cream, and then
What I said I hope she don't become jealous of that, because she walked in with the ice cream. She saw them, you know, unpacking Cleo's belongings, and she she can't like. Did she like now? Hope's getting friends, and that's not good.
Yeah,
But, like,
and like she had no like. Cleo helped her more than Lizzie today. Like
yeah.
Especially today. Like,
And it's not like Hope belongs to anyone. I mean,
yeah, she can
for
have
the
one
most
more
part,
friend.
for the most part, they weren't even really friends until a little while ago. And like Lizzie is doing exactly what MG said, is that she's trying to replace her feelings about Josie with, you know, other projects or whatever. And so because she didn't have Josie there,
try to go to Liz. Try to go to Hope.
she went to Hope, and then when Hope was actually making another friend, then she went to MG, and it's like, I have a feeling that Lizzie's storyline this season is going to be very much of like, because remember in like season 1, she kind of had it all. She was like, you know, top dog and like popular and all of that, and then in season 2, she was kind of like working on herself, but she still kind of like had her sister, and you know, now season 3, I feel like they're kind of isolating Lizzie in a sense.
I feel like she might
Yeah.
just like,
And I think like she's learning how to live for herself alone.
yeah. Because she's
Yeah.
so
That's
used
what
to fucking
Emily
Josie.
told her, that her happiness depends on her, all on her.
I feel
Which is
like
so true. Yeah, which is exactly true. And like, okay, so great. So Josie is, you know, moving on and Lizzie is, you know, figuring things out. And it's just like,
I love this
it's
episode.
great
Like
that Hope,
each character had some personal issues to deal with.
yeah, yeah. I really want to have a scene between Hope and Cleo where they're actually like really talking about Landon and like Cleo
Yeah.
is learning about him. And then, okay, and when he comes back and Cleo's just like, so this is Landon.
They're gonna be no, we're gonna have double dates with Handon and Cleo and
Yeah, because,
Caleb.
okay, Cleo and Caleb, we haven't talked about that.
you still want
They're
to
That scene,
they're literally they're
they're gonna
like,
serve.
oh, I was
They're
like,
gonna serve.
okay.
They are so hot. Both are so hot.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
First of all, she's beautiful.
She is.
She is,
I
she
love
is
her
like-
gorgeous.
accent.
She's
She's
so
fucking
beautiful.
gorgeous. She's so fucking gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. And her style is like amazing.
I loved all the rings. Oh my god, the ring group.
Like she's literally my top 3 now with Hope and Landon. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wow.
I think I have to see a
loved
little
her.
bit. I have to see a little bit more of her for her to replace my Lizzie, because Lizzie is still top 3 for me. I mean, Hope
I'm
and
just a
Landon will
little
never
annoyed
move.
with Lizzie at the
Yeah, see,
moment.
that's the thing is I love Lizzie, but I'm annoyed with her with
Yeah,
this
same.
episode.
I, feel like
I mean,
this episode was
even
a
in the
lot.
last episode, because the last episode, yeah, she was kind of going to, like, she was kind of helping, but she wasn't really helping because she was more focused on Josie. Like, that's your sister. I mean, I understand you're twins, but like,
Yeah.
let her go off and do what she wants to do. Like, you know, that could
Yeah,
give you a
yeah,
reason to do.
It's weird because in season 2, she didn't ever consider how Josie felt when she was trying to find herself. So now when Josie's trying to find herself, why is that a problem?
Yeah.
It's, I don't know.
Again, we're not bashing on Lizzie because we all love her
Yeah,
a lot.
Lizzie.
Yeah.
But it's just
It's like we
the
can love a character and find
and be
that
annoyed.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, you know, and it's just the last 2 episodes she's really annoyed me, and I like and I told you guys this earlier when we got that sneak peek that I was actually kind of heated about that, because it was just
Yeah.
like she was just making it seem like it was nothing. Like I'm still so pressed over the fact that people just seem like Caleb and MG and Wade and Alara and everyone is just like, Landon who?
Yeah.
Especially Wade, when Landon believed in him the most, when everybody laughed at him.
Right? Landon is the one that helped him find his powers, and Wade doesn't even bat an eye.
I'm trying to find a fucking D&D buddy, only to get played because MG said, haha, I don't fucking like D&D.
Elijah, we love you. We love Wade.
Yeah.
We're just a little annoyed.
This whole episode,
Not even annoyed, like disappointed.
this whole episode made me annoyed at everybody. This isn't
Yeah.
bashing anybody. It's us bashing every character.
It just looked like
Because
nobody cared about how Hope
Nobody
was feeling.
cares about Hope's mental health. It's fucking ridiculous. She's literally
Yeah.
depressed, and the lyric talking about some give her time. No, don't give her fucking time. Go and talk to
And-
her.
You know, I love, you know, Thomas Brandon is an amazing writer, and he writes amazing episodes. But for me, this one just felt a little lackluster, just because I felt like, I feel like people would be more emotional over Landon. And
He wasn't the only one who wrote the episode though.
okay,
There was
well,
like-
I mean, you know, if Thomas, if you're listening, I mean, I don't know if you would be, but I'm just saying, like, we love you and we love your episodes. This is no like slight against you whatsoever. It's just, you know, sometimes obviously
I
you're
just
not
don't-
going to like what someone
I just-
writes.
Yeah, I just feel like this episode could have literally have been played before Landon had died, and it would make no difference. That's what
Like,
I feel
it's like they know that he's alive, so they're just like, oh, he's, you know, whatever, he's going to come back anyways.
Yeah, it's like
They didn't make it emotional.
No, it's not even that. It's the thing is that, like, it's too many time jumps and there's too many things we're not aware of, to the point that this may have been another 2-week time jump and we may have not fucking known.
That's
The
true.
place-
See,
the pacing is out of whack. We
Well,
don't
yeah,
know
because-
where people's at, so we can't even assume if
Because
it's already been long.
the the school was filled with students last episode.
Exactly. So like it's another
So why
time
did they
jump.
just all leave? So yeah, there must have been a time jump.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
so you
it's
know what I
student
would
time
have
jump.
loved is, I know that everyone has seen the season 1 finale of Buffy, okay? And then in the beginning, okay, the grief that she feels in the beginning of season 2, and I'm not giving you spoilers, I'm just saying that she feels grief.
Yeah,
The
like you
grief that
see
she
it.
feels, the way that she breaks down, the way that that's written, that's what I wanted for Hope.
Yeah, and we're not getting that at all. Like we're seeing something, but like it's just not. It's like what is going to make her actually combust like that?
You're talking about who he was in the season finale?
Well, yeah, because of what happened in the season finale of season 1, and then her emotions dealing with that in 201. And I know you haven't watched 201, right? So I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it's just the way that Naj bawled like a baby in that episode.
Oh.
But like the way that her emotions are in that episode is how I would love for Hope to deal with her emotions.
Yeah, it just
The thing
wasn't.
about Buffy is they always allow her to deal with her emotions.
That's the thing.
Buffy always
With each Buffy episode, no matter what happens, there's always follow through.
Yeah, and it's always development in her character.
Exactly. And it's never there's never a dropped plot line in Buffy.
God, I'm so obsessed with Buffy. No words.
No, please, no words.
But it's just like
this show is so good. So good.
It really is. And there's so many, okay, like Vit and Pia and I go through the parallels as they're watching.
No, because
they're ahead of you, Naj, but so don't say anything. But the parallels in the episodes and stuff like that, they're just like amazing. But anyways, like I just wish that there was a little bit more depth to Legacies, you know, and they do have they do have it. It's a good show. I love the show. Obviously, we love the show. We're doing a podcast on the show, and I'm really hoping that the other part of like 3 going onwards is that depth gets shown.
Yeah, I just feel like the show started to like really not make sense to me when it was inconsistent time jumps, because it makes characters' interactions and feelings seem ungenuine or confusing. How can we go from Hope being this person that really bottled up and was completely like, listen, I'm about to kill a lyric over Landon, to her just going completely backwards, and then then the kids vanished and just saw the kids. We don't know how far that was. So I'm only going to assume that it was a couple week time jump again. MG out of nowhere finally starts caring about it now, and then like he already learned about that a couple weeks ago about putting himself first. Lizzie, everybody else forgot about it, so it must be a month now plus, and yet nothing seems in place. Nothing's like you told me within the 3 weeks of the school being closed down, you never cared about financial problems. How the hell did you not know people were going to come back? Why did you not tell people that it was going to come back? Why was it not a problem last episode? It's like things are not making sense, which means that it's going to annoy me because these characters are not making sense. There's no way that Lizzie did not ever consider how Hope felt. There's no reason how MG just told Caleb to not forget Landon, suddenly say, fuck Landon. There's no reason why Caleb even said, okay, well, I'm not going to forget Landon. Totally didn't care about Landon. And the only person that seems to care is Hope. And Cleo don't know the whole concept, but Cleo was like, whatever this is, like, what the fuck is it? Wade didn't care for the last 2 episodes, so I'm not even going to assume that he cares now. How the fuck has it been a month and y'all still have Ralph and Lando on the list of the school people? So that means that nobody gave a fuck this whole time. What the fuck was everybody doing?
Has anyone even told Ruff?
No, probably not.
No.
So they don't even take him off the fucking list. Like, you mean to tell me that Alaric had knew about this for how long? How many weeks? So like, no. They don't even feel like this was not worth a 3-week break. If anything, this shit should have just been the next week episode. And I'm not hyped for the next week episode either because I don't give a fuck about leprechauns and I'm tired of these fucking monsters. So no, this was not worth my wait. This was not worth my time. This episode did not feel like nobody gave a shit about Landon. And if you're going to make me assume that Landon is considered a main character, damn sure it didn't feel like it. You mean to tell me nobody asked Hope, oh, hey, did you find out anything? Or did you find anything? Don't worry about fucking kids. We never even care about them. 3 weeks ago, we had the school shut down. No words. Throw it in the trash. I don't care.
Well,
Listen.
yeah, I mean, even last episode, no one was really mourning Landon except for Hope.
Yeah,
And
then
Landon,
Hope brought it up.
he was a big part of the episode. So like, I mean, not the episode, the show. So like, I don't understand why. I mean, maybe there's a reason. Maybe we just don't see it right now. You know, like maybe there's it's
Maybe we're gonna
foreshadowing to
see more.
something.
Yeah.
You know, we know that they love to foreshadow. We know this, you know, and maybe there's a reason behind what they're doing. And I'm gonna trust in the writers and in the show because I mean, I do enjoy the show and I love my characters, you know, and it does seem like we're gonna get a very good season for Hope and Landon, especially via Danielle's live that she did the other day or like last week or whatever. So like I'm gonna trust in that, but I'm still a little annoyed. Like the promo for next week looks
But that's on CW. They have not enjoyed the promo
so
with the promo.
okay. So the Leprechaun reminds me of this like I don't even know how old this movie is, but like so I love cheesy horror movies. Okay, I will binge watch cheesy horror movies, and I think I've said this like when we did the therapy box last episode. But there is this old horror movie called Leprechaun.
Yeah.
And that when I saw the Leprechaun in the promo, that is what it reminded me of.
Yeah,
like this horror and I will link a picture for you guys like later to let you know what but if you can look up Leprechaun and it's like a horror movie. I don't know when it was made, but like I just
don't want it. Like I just can't take like at this point I just cannot take it serious. And I'm supposed to just sit here and have a happy ass episode like Landon just like it wasn't 2 episodes about Landon being dead. I'm supposed to worry about these fucking leprechauns. No. No. It's not it for me. It's a no for me, champ. Just give me Landon at this point. I don't care. I just feel like I care about Landon and Malibu more than anybody else at this point. And Mystic Falls. I care about Mystic Falls and Landon than the whole fucking Star Wars school at this point, to be honest.
You know, I'm just gonna say this was a good Landon episode. This was Vit, you did want a Landon episode, and we did kind of get a Landon episode. So this was a very good Landon episode, and I'm gonna give it, you know, full stars for the fact that it was a good Landon episode.
I'm so ready for his plotline, storyline season.
I'm happy.
Like I'm ready for this growth so long.
Just give me Handon. Like I'm happy that they told us what happened with Landon while he's in Malibu, but like 3 stars. 3 out of 10.
I'm really, really excited. And I feel like this is like, I'm really looking forward to Josie and Mystic Falls. Like I'm looking forward to Handon, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to Hope and Landon and their storylines and their individual story developments and the next, you know, few episodes or whatever we're getting it. But there's just something about Josie living a human life that interests me. Because I feel like she's, out of everyone in the entire school, she's the most human. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah, like she works better as a human. Than she is with her magic.
Yeah, and even also saw in season 1, like how easy she was to adapt to it. Like she was like a part of a cheerleader. Like she was easily able to adapt and easily able to have people surrounded by her. She became fucking popular for God's sake. So I feel like Josie's growth is definitely going to be like Lizzie's growth in season 2. And I'm happy for that. I'm happy that we get to see them dependent and we can see which one flourishes the most. But like this episode was just not it. So no, we don't hate any of these characters. It just was not it for me personally. This episode was just not it. I was happy for Josie and I'm happy for Landon. You know, Landon getting his screen time as he should. But like they didn't mourn Ralph. They didn't mourn Landon. It's at this point they're just so prone to people dying that I just don't give a fuck. Like Ralph didn't go through this bullshit for nobody to mourn him either.
Is no one really mourned Ralph either, like except for Landon, really.
Yeah, and it was barely that, to be honest.
They just don't handle grief.
They don't handle grief anymore. It's like they don't. Yeah. It's like they're stuck. It's like they're so used to the people that they write about killing people that they're not learning how to take feelings. There's no reason how main characters from this show are not mourned. How the fuck you get me to cry, But you can't get these characters in this bitch to
Like,
cry.
I get that it's supposed to be a lighter show. I totally get that.
It's damn
But
sure
like,
not.
for instance, Elena, when she thought that Jeremy had died and she had his body on the couch, and she had that complete meltdown where she was going to burn down the entire house.
Exactly.
That is grief.
Exactly. And how the fuck is Hope not having this moment?
And like, Hope, yes, kind of showed a little bit last episode because of her. No, she bottled it up still. She didn't really show she did show the grief at the end on the dock scene with Alaric, but like, I just feel like it's almost like they're afraid to go too deep with that because it's supposed to be a lighter show.
For me, it's the difference between I'm going to bring up the Elena scene again, is the difference between Elena and Hope is Elena was always expressing her emotions. Like, she was just very,
yes,
like,
that's true.
Like, she was very, like, she was always, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate Elena, but she was kind of always crying over a lot of stuff. Which obviously she should, because she's went through a lot of shit through the show. But like, Hope is different in that way, where she's learned, because she's grew up in this world where, you know, you had to be strong because she was a Michelson family, and when she was born, she, you know, inherited those enemies that her dad had. And I feel like Hope just had to learn how to keep her emotions in, so she's not going to grieve the same way as people would expect her to, because of that experience within her life, is that, you know, she just has an issue with expressing herself, and she's obviously trying to learn to do better, and, you know, grieving or coming to terms with saying it out loud that Landon's dead is a step for her.
Until she finds out that he's not.
We know he's not, but, you know, she doesn't, so it's like, yeah.
I do think that prove it line's still going to come into, like, I do think that was foreshadowing about the whole prove it thing in the necklace. That's why he keeps wearing the necklace or like hanging on to it. But like, and I am really ready for that reunion scene. And yes, it's going to hit more just because of the fact that she thinks that he's dead and he's, you know, stuck. And then eventually they're going to get together. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be episode 8 or if it's going to be episode 12. 12 is the OG 8. So I'm assuming that's probably when we're going to get like our big thing, but then we're waiting another 6 episodes.
And I was excited about episode 12.
She was excited about episode 12, but there are some things about, like, I have a feeling that, I mean, 8 has always been a Handon episode. So I think that 8, I don't know if they can keep them apart for 6 episodes.
Yeah, I think we're getting the reunion episode 8. Like,
I think, yeah.
I'm very confident about episode 8. Like, very confident.
I feel like it might be a big part of episode 12. Maybe his power's coming back by 12, but I don't think they're going to linger and marinate.
Okay. And I have to say, some of the lovely people that work on set, that we follow on Twitter, also tweeted out how the next 2 episodes are very close and special to them. So I'm super excited about those episodes because I think that if I trust them, and if they say that they're going to be good episodes, then go ahead.
I do have to shout out. Amber. She's one of the extras. She's a goth witch. She got a name. Her name is Zoe. Yeah. She was in this episode. So, her name is Zoe, now in the show. So welcome, Amber.
Hi, Amber. We have to have you on the podcast.
I just want to shout out that.
It was so nice to see you on the show, and you got a name finally. Now, I want to know, if you watch this podcast, is that the name you would have chosen for your character? I want to know. So message us or tweet at us or whatever and let us know. But I am excited for the next couple episodes because of our friends. Like, Aman is super excited about the next couple episodes. So, yeah. And
love you.
If you guys don't follow these wonderful, wonderful people, go and do it because they are amazing. Amber and Brittany and Aman and Ashley and
Jackson.
Jackson,
Nicole.
She's not on the show anymore, but she's amazing.
She has
Zoe,
her own channel.
she's not on anymore, but she's also amazing. And like and anyone we haven't like mentioned that we know of or whatever, like, you know, guys, background actors in that, they do so much work and you don't even realize. So, you know, go give them a like, go give them a follow, because and chat with them, because they're actually really cool people.
Yeah, and they actually
So-
apply.
Well, that too, but like give them some love, because they deserve it, because, you know, they work just as hard as Danielle and Jenny and Kaylee and everyone. So
The
you know.
show also wouldn't be there without them.
Exactly.
And makeup
So-
artists and
Makeup
whatever,
artists
and hairstylists and everyone else.
yeah. So I guess do we have
So,
any
yeah,
expectations for next episode, or is it like
Yeah,
any
no.
predictions?
I'm excited for more Hope and Cleo.
Yeah, for Cleo. And if we get Josie and Vince, maybe her
I
friend.
Yeah.
believe we're gonna
And
get.
if you're gonna see more about Landon, yeah.
I've seen a behind the scenes of this episode, so
Oh yeah, them.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
moped.
yeah. Yeah, the motorcycle.
Other than that, you can keep
And
it.
I want to see Landon, more of Landon.
Yes. Are we going to get more of Landon next episode? That's the
I hope
biggest
so.
question, I think.
I hope so.
We might.
Just
Actually,
making fight
maybe like
along,
finally all that
So-
gel in his hair out
and
and it's
he-
just long hair.
Okay, but he can't die in the prison world. So he can practice his powers on all of the monsters, and whether they beat him or not, he's just going to come back.
Yes.
you snacks. Oh, if we gonna get a strong king.
When he come back, he's gonna be like, oh my god.
Yo,
Can you imagine him without the gel in his hair and it's just like falling over his face?
When Hope sees him, he's gonna be so different with longer hair.
Oh,
he might smile.
Fuck
Oh,
that.
Let him have like, let him have a beard, a bird. Oh my god.
So it's
He can have a
basically
bird.
like when he comes back, it's like he was in hell learning how
Yeah.
to fight and stuff like that. So
which may make sense to why when he did that trivia on Twitch, he had like the beard and stuff and longer hair. Maybe.
Yes.
and he has longer hair right now, because remember he did the poster thingy, and he had the toque. I'm gonna say toque even though it's a beanie. You guys say beanie. I'm gonna say toque. He had the toque on, but his hair was long under it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
And
made
he's
up
still
that-
filming. He's still filming. So his hair is, because it's not like he's going to get a haircut in Malivore, in the prison world. But Malivore is still in the prison world because the necromancer said so. The necromancer said Malivore is still in the prison world, which means
We probably can get like Melville
We're
and
gonna-
the relationship.
we're going to get a Malivore and Landon like interaction.
Oh my god. I'm
What
so
if like
ready.
Malivore is able to like
Communicate.
manifest himself into something else?
You see, Linda's storyline is so interesting this season.
Listen, Landon's storyline, amazing.
It's one
Well,
of the
and
best
Danielle-
this season. Like,
Danielle
love
did
it.
say we were going to get more like familial storylines with him. So like the fact
my
that he's
God.
in the prison world with his dad, and the fact that like Landon's, she said she's really excited about Landon's character arc. So like the fact that we have him there, he can't die. He's going to learn his this really is an amazing season for Landon. I'm so excited for this.
Like Danielle said, Linda and Hope are going to some real shit.
Yes. And
Yes.
they're going to grow closer than ever, and it's
Hand
a
in
hand
hand.
in season, and this is just going to strengthen their bond. Like,
Preach.
This is Handon season.
Exactly.
I am
Handon
so
season.
excited. Danielle's excited. You know, it's gonna be great.
Everyone
We're
happy.
I'm excited.
gonna
we're
be great.
excited. We got hand in season. We got Finzi. We've got like it's just
Penelope mentioned.
Penelope mentioned. Yeah, this is going to be
Wow.
good. Now Wade has a potential. Like, how old is this Gabby girl? Is she like a
Yeah, she
potential?
looks young.
Yeah,
So they're
looks.
friends, but they're not like a potential ship or anything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
She's
people will
too young.
probably
She looks
ship
too
them,
young.
but
Looks like she's like 12, 13.
Like, imagine Gabby, Wade, and Landon play D&D when he's back. I'm gonna cry.
oh, yes. Oh, okay. So that's it for today's episode.
Yeah. Today we just talked a lot without.
Yeah, it was a talk for us. We hope you guys enjoy it. Listen, this is not an attack. This is us just not. We had this episode had more potential, especially for a 3 week hiatus. So we're just hoping for more content. Once again, we're happy to see Josie, Finch. We're happy to see Landon's storyline and Hope's own storyline. Cleo,
Cleo is a goddess. Cleo,
Yeah.
we bow down.
Fuck buying down. We praise good sis. Anything you want, I'll do the clean.
And I hope to see her like storyline of personal stuff out of just being Hope's friend.
I hope she's not just a friend or a love interest for Caleb. She better have her own. I better see her sculpted. I better hear more about her story. I better know her last name.
Yes, we're
have
waiting.
A feeling we will.
I
That's
hope
all I'm
so.
gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I do think we are gonna.
I won't say it on here, but I'll tell you guys later.
I do think we are gonna get a good backstory for Cleo.
Yeah, I'm excited to.
I think we're gonna get one for Cleo and for Finch.
And for Finch, yeah.
We love to see it.
We love to see it. We love to see it in 4K. But that was our season 3, episode 6 reaction to talk about Legacies. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Handon content where we talk about Legacies and Handon, obviously. If you want to see more, our social media will be linked in the description. Once again, me and Ish will be doing our Legacy reactions, which will be coming out in a few hours because I'm probably going to stay up. So
I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna stay up and edit this. So
I have to edit this.
Also, thank you for 200 subs, guys.
Yes.
Wow.
And we have 3 of our videos that's almost hitting 1,000 views. So we love you guys. Like, shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing. We love you, and we couldn't do this podcast without you.
Yes.
And anyone who supported us this last week while things were going on, thank you for your love and thank you for your support. We really appreciate it.
Once again, thank you so much for y'all. We didn't get this happy everyone at the start. So we heart you and we appreciate you. So
Spread positivity.
Yes.
Exactly.
Spread love, spread positivity.
More positivity, more smiles.
we're gonna talk about paradise. Like I'm perfect. Okay. So,
okay.
I'll do that.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.